Hi, and welcome to another episode of Jen's Painting Table in cooperation with the Models Workshop. Well, yesterday I got a box in the mail from England. Reduced scale models. Looks like my Forgeworld order finally came in. Throughout the video, you'll probably hear a camera going off in the back. I'm also snapping pictures, so bear with me. Well, I got it now. I already opened it to do a quick visual inspection, but I haven't done the full inventory yet. I'm saving it for the video because there was some damage on the box. So, open it up. Forgeworld did a great job. They have this really nice thick bubble pack that they put in there. First thing you'll see is the instruction sheet. I did notice that they boo-booed, and down here they forgot to put, it still says Eldar Hornet, but everything else seems to be in line with the Lynx. If you haven't guessed yet, this is the Eldar Lynx that I ordered. So there's the screen, the picture of it. Now it does have component listings for both the Sonic Lance and the Pulsar. I got the Sonic Lance one, so, and then the quickie, pretty crappy standard Forgeworld instructions on how to put it together on the back. So first I've got that. So I'm going to open it up. Here's the small bits bag, and here's the big bits bag. Pretty typical for standard Forgeworld. Now this will be a series, probably continuing over the next couple days, of how to do model resins, resin models. And today we are going to do the inventory and the wash up, and we might possibly even move on to the cleaning stage starting on, because this is a fairly large model. There is a lot of extra flash, as you can see. All of those are vents, and right there, this is all junk that's eventually going to be cut off the model. You can see it has the Forgeworld stamp, so it's like almost another plane worth of resin right there, especially when you add the other one together too. So this is the bits bag. Now you just want to do a quick visual inspection to make sure nothing is broken. Now there is a little bit of warpage right here on this vent, or on this bar right here for the Sonic Lance. Not a problem, it's pretty typical for a little bit of warpage to happen in transit or after it's poured. So I'll show you how to solve that one too. Alright, so when it comes down to it, we got the good old instruction sheet here. Gonna go through, got the left hull, the right hull. You got the end, which is the Sonic Lance vibro generator. That's what that piece is. And actually these two pieces are the only pieces that I can see that are different from the Sonic Lance and the Pulsar. So if you can actually get your hands on the other parts, however you may do it, then you can actually have a magnetic swap in and out, which I'll probably end up making this magnetic anyways, just for transporting and making it a little bit easier. And if I ever get my hands on the other portion of it, awesome. Alright, so we got the four major components of it, and they're not broken, only a minor bit of warpage that you could honestly almost deal with. They send you a little flying base, but yeah, no, not going to do that. Going to go to Hobby Lobby, going to pick me up a nice little large wooden base. Those little ones just don't hold it. Now if you can get yourself a milled aluminum one that they do sell on eBay, then you might be good, but still I wouldn't risk it. I'd go ahead and just get a wooden base. And if you want the milled aluminum for the actual flying post itself, because it's nice, small, it's very sturdy, kind of pricey though, so it's not one of those things you want to do for everything. Alright, so I'm going to go through here. Looks like this piece already broke off of its resin. Flying vent, engine, flight stabilizer, big engine, little engine, pilot, the one that broke off. So that goes right there. The cockpit, probably underneath, another part of the stabilizer, another stabilizer, and the small vents. Now you will also have like a little junk resin. Make sure you look through them, make sure they're not real. It's just basically a little stuff that they included that's trash. Go ahead and toss it away. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through part 1 and part 2 is the large and the small what they call small sensor vanes, which are these, which for me will be magnetized because these things will snap off in a heartbeat. The plastic ones snap off. I can imagine the resin ones are going to be extra fragile, so these will be magnetized on, or honestly the holes might be covered over and I might not even mess with them. I'll probably magnetize them for a tutorial. I might not include them. I'm not a big fan of these little vanes, not even on the Guardian models. So yeah, and basically all I'm doing is going through the list in order and pulling the parts out. Got the small thruster and the large thrusters. Here's the small ones, here's the large ones. So that's parts 3 and 4. A little bit of miscasting, nothing too bad. Gonna take some, probably a little bit of green stuff work and some file work. But once it's done, it won't even be noticeable. That's another thing you need to do when you're inspecting, is to make sure you don't have anything that's drastically miscast. And maybe keep a mental note of what you're going to need to also make sure that you have lefts and rights. Forgeworld is not perfect. They have accidentally included 2 lefts and 2 rights for people. Whenever you put them together like that, you should have opposite sets. So boom and boom. They're opposite, so you have a left and a right. Now this is part 6 and 7, and it's also part 14 and 15. So we've got these. Not going to mess around with them too much. Going to do your visual inspection like you're supposed to. So once again, those pieces are good, so we're going to move on to the next. You got part 8, which is the left hull, which we've already covered. Part 9, which is one of these. This is the left support tension bar. And then the other one is the right support tension bar. Pretty much identical pieces, they just go on the opposite side of one another. A little bit of warpage, nothing that hot water won't be able to handle. So then you have the shuriken cannon. It does come with its own shuriken cannon. Once again, the piece is warped. That's fine. I'll show you how to straighten it out. It's not as difficult as you might think. It's the beauty of resin, one of the few things that are good about resin. You've got the pilot. It's your typical Eldar pilot. Relatively detailed, especially for a pilot figure, for a plane. Then you have right hull. The vibro generator and the cannon itself. And I missed part 5, which is the hull base, which is the other, probably the third largest piece in this thing. Most of it's non-detailed. It's where the pilot's going to slide into, just like, and that's it right there. Alright, so we have everything in our kit. It really is a beautiful kit too. I was really pleased when I pulled it out. And you may wonder why I took a picture of every piece, and that's just so when it comes down to just looking at the stuff, and also for cataloging.